Welcome to Motivational Monday, brought to you by the Bridge Builder. The last several weeks, we've been talking about the change checklist. And this is a checklist that helps you change your life. We talked about control what you can control, require passwords, be ready for anything, allow enough time for takeoff, turn the station when you got static in your life, wear a uniform and get yourself structured, define the finish line. Then last week, we talked about implementing indicators. And so today, I want to talk about retracing your steps. Retracing your steps. You know, anytime I've ever lost anything or I've been looking for keys, that's one of the main things I always find myself misplacing. The first thing I do is to retrace my steps. And as I was thinking about this in terms of staying motivated, there are many of us, as we find ourselves at the end of a year, some of us are demotivated, some of us are frustrated, some of us didn't get to where we thought we were going to get, some of us find ourselves lost and confused. And for many of us, what we typically do when we feel that way is we try to erase everything and just say, I'm going to start all over again. I'm going to erase it. I'm going to start with a clean slate, and we think the next year is just a clean slate and we'll start all over again. But what happens is many times when you're trying to change your life, you find yourself making the same mistakes because you did not retrace your steps and go back over your steps to figure out how you got to the place you're in and to figure out what good things were behind you. Listen, I know when I talk about changing your life, many of us only want to look ahead and look forward, and that's great. But there's some good things behind you that you did not finish. There's some good things behind you that you did not complete. There's some good things that you need to go sometimes and pick up the pieces over. So there are three things you need to consider as you retrace your steps. The first is, when was the last time you were excited? You know, I talk to people all the time that are looking for purpose and looking for meaning and looking for things in their lives. And I ask them the question, when was the last time you were excited? When was the last time that you felt like life was great? When was the last time you felt like you were doing exactly what you were supposed to be doing? When was the last time that you felt like you were in a space to where you were motivated and things felt great? You need to retrace your steps and find that motivation again. You need to retrace your steps and find that meaning again. You need to retrace your steps and find that purpose again. When was the last time that you were just excited when you woke up in the morning? When was the last time that you felt like things were great? The second thing when you're retracing your steps is not only do you have to ask, when was the last time I was excited, but when was the last time I was effective? Now listen, there's a big difference in being excited and being effective. Being effective means that the things that you were doing in your life was working. And there's some of you that there were some things that were working for you, but life happened. And so when life happened and mistakes happened and trouble happened and frustration happened, you just tried to clean the slate and start all over again without retracing your steps and going back to some effective practices that you've had. That's why you have to implement indicators. That's why you have to keep a log of how life is going, because many of you're trying to reinvent the wheel, and there's some good things about you already in your life. So you have to look back and retrace your step when you're looking for purpose and when you're looking for meaning, and ask yourself the question, when was the last time I was excited, and when was the last time I was effective? Now there's the third thing, and this is pretty big. When I'm trying to find something, like when I'm looking for my keys and I'm going to look for things, it is a process of elimination. So not only when you're retracing your steps do you have to ask, when was the last time I was excited and when was the last time I was effective, but what things in your life need to be eliminated? You see, what I've discovered is when I'm retracing my steps, that when I find my excitement and I find my effectiveness, I realize what caused me to stop being excited and stop being effective. And whatever that is, you have to eliminate it. Make no mistake about it. If you're going to change your life, if you're going to be effective, if you're going to be empowered, if you're going to be a better person than you were yesterday, if you're going to be a better person in the next moment, there are some things in your life that have to be eliminated. Sometimes that's people. Sometimes that's problems. There's some problems that you need to eliminate. Sometimes that's just things that you allow to be distractions in your life. So when you think about retracing your steps, when you think about changing your life, when you're going over this change checklist, don't just try to find new purpose. Don't just try to find new meaning. You need to retrace your steps, because there was a time in your life when you were excited. There was a time in your life when you were effective. And oftentimes what's keeping you from that are the things that you need to eliminate. I hope this has been helpful for somebody. I hope you'll share this video. I hope you'll come see us again next Monday because we're here every week. One thing I want to announce for all of you who are looking for something to do New Year's Eve night, many of you know I'm a pastor as well. We're going to be at St. Matthew, and I'm going to bring in my Bridge Builder Motivational Monday type training into a ministerial setting, and we're going to talk about how to make a proclamation over your life. I hope you can be there with me. That'll be on New Year's Eve at 9 p.m. I hope you'll come out and hang out with us. We're going to have some other guests that will be announced and put some flyers out about soon, but I hope you'll come out and stay motivated. I hope that you're not throwing in the towel. I hope you're getting ready to change your life. Don't you dare wait to January 1st. Change starts today. I'll see you next Monday. I know it's Christmas Day, but I'll be here at 7:45 because as long as there's a Monday, we'll be motivating you. Take care.